People of YouTube, hi, hello. Okay, actually, no, fuck this jumper. That's really gonna get on my nerves. Okay, guys, today I'm talking about how to stop obsessing over an ex, okay? God, I've been here. So, guys, if anyone fucking knows, it's me, alright? I've been, like, out of my mind obsessing over exes before, like, down bad, not being able to get over 6-week situationships for like a year or a year and a half, right? Not being able to get, no, you know what? I'm gonna say the most I've obsessed over, the most I've obsessed over someone, it's only a year and a half. That's fucking psychotic. Okay, that's actually fucking psychotic. But if you're like, no, Andy, I relate, I feel you. All right, and I'm gonna really, guys, I don't do this anymore, okay? So I've gone through 2 short-term relationships this year. All right, it is what it is, okay? And, you know, in the past, I would have obsessed so much over my exes and, like, you know, wanting them to come back and fight for me, or wanting closure, or, you know, obsessing, like, will we ever get back together, all right? I really get over exes in, like, I'm gonna say 2 months, okay? But that's, like, and there's no obsession there. I'm talking about completely healing my heart. And that's not like me crying into ice cream every day and like ruining my life. That's me being completely fine and like working and everything. But I just mean like, I completely stopped thinking about my exes now after like the 1 to 2 month mark. Like completely healed heart, going on dates again, don't give a fuck, don't think of them, completely over it within 2 months, okay? No obsession, no rumination, not thinking when are they coming back, not checking my tarot cards, nothing, all right? So guys, to be in this spot when all my whole entire life I've been obsessing, ruminating, chasing, it's so fucking liberating and I have so much peace, okay? So guys, this video is for you if you're someone that, has gone on 1 date with someone, has slept with someone, has had a 6-week situationship with someone, or a 2 months or a 5-month situationship, or it doesn't matter, a year relationship, you're actually in a committed relationship with them. It doesn't matter. This reading is for anyone that has obsessive rumination, that's always checking the tarot cards, always seeing if they're coming back, like doing manifestation techniques to try and get them back, like all this shit, okay guys? It's very unhealthy, all right? It's very, very unhealthy. But I have so much compassion for you because I've really been there, okay? So enough blabbering. I'm gonna jump straight into it, guys. Now there's about 4 to 6 reasons why this is happening. So this is gonna be a very in-depth video. I'm gonna really speak from my heart here. Guys, I'm so sorry. I get very intimidated when I look at myself in the camera. Okay, so if I'm not looking at you, I'm not trying to be rude. I just can't hold eye contact with anyone. All right, and if I do, it's for a little bit. I can't even hold eye contact with myself. Okay, so let's talk about it. I get too distracted. I lose my train of thought when I look into the camera. I'm a Gemini, all right? So guys, firstly, I need to be really like strict with you here, and this is gonna hurt some feelings, but I really need to call you out. Obsession is not love. Okay, let me say it again. Obsession is not love. Guys, I'm not saying you don't care about this person and you haven't ever felt this way about anyone before. I'm sure you have, okay? But is it healthy unconditional love when you're obsessing over someone? No. And when they're like, and when people are like, oh my God, no, I'm just so in love with them. They're just the love of my life. I just can't get over this person because I'm so in love. It's not love. It's not love. Obsession is not love. It's addiction. Okay. Now, guys, the first really easy clue here is you have got a secure attachment style. If you don't know, like majority of you guys should know what attachment styles are. If you don't, that's okay. Give it a little Google, okay? You don't have a secure attachment style. You have a fearful avoidant attachment style, an anxious attachment style, a dismissive avoidant attachment style, or yeah, that's it, I think. All right. Yeah, those ones, okay? So you're avoided or anxious, all right? Or a mix of both, okay? So guys, it is very, very hard to get over an ex when you have those. Now, I've said in previous videos, I'm fearful avoidant, okay? but I'm more on the secure end now, okay guys? And I'm gonna give you the tips of how I got more secure. I'm not completely there. I'm never going to confirmation. I'm never going to say I'm completely secure, completely 100% healed, because that's bullshit, okay? Even though I'm a spiritual teacher and I know a lot and I've come so far, I still, guys, I still get anxious, okay? I still get avoidant. I'm more on the anxious side, all right? But yeah, so I'm with you, girl or boy or they, them, I'm with you, okay? So guys, really look at that, because that's going to make you understand why you behave in certain ways and why you have this constant rumination. Now, guys, if you're avoidant, okay, it could be that phantom ex in your mind, okay, putting your ex on the pedestal even though you discarded them or like didn't want to be with them, or, you know, maybe they left you, whatever the vibes are, okay? It's that phantom ex of putting them on a pedestal. For some of you guys, you're just more anxiously attached, okay? And you're using this person to self-soothe. So really Google your attachment style, figure out what you are. There's a ton of quizzes online. There's so much you can look at. Figure that out and then come back. All right. Now, guys, it would be very ignorant and shit of me to say, if you have an avoided attachment style or an anxious attachment style or an insecure attachment style in general, you've never felt true love before. That would be really shit and ignorant of me to say, okay? But I'm gonna be so fucking real with you here. We, like people with insecure attachment styles, including myself, okay, we fall in love. We're not in love with a person, we're in love with an energy pattern they're representing, okay? So guys, I'm gonna give you the classic anxious / avoidant dynamic, okay? Anxious people, they see an avoidant person, all right, who's very stoic in nature. They're very calm, they're very collected, you know, they're very nonchalant. Nothing much bothers them. They're very cool, calm, collected. And there's something within the anxious person that's like, oh my God, right? To the anxious person, it goes ding, ding, ding. They represent security that I've never had, right? Look how calm they are. Look how easygoing they are. Look how confident they are. Like, I'm attracted to that, right? And, you know, what the avoidant person's attracted to within the anxious person is how vulnerable they can be, how open they can be, how they can jump into love and put their heart on the line, okay? How, you know, empathetic and sensitive this person is, everything like that, right? So both of these people, they're attracted to energy patterns within themselves that they want to embody. Now, we won't go, this is love in general. We're always just falling in love with things we admire in people, okay? But here we're trying to play out something we didn't receive in childhood, okay? So guys, I know for me, like I've touched on this in other videos, I had a lot, like ridiculous amounts of abandonment, neglect, and abuse in my childhood, okay, from my mom, my dad, my sister, just the whole the whole kit and caboodle, my whole fucking family, all right? So guys, when I see, and like I said, I'm more anxious leaning when it comes to fearful avoidant, okay? When I see people like that, there is a deep attraction and there is a deep familiarity of you're avoiding me, right? You're avoiding me. Oh, I'm in love with you because you're avoiding me, and that feels familiar, right? So that's what we're attracted to, guys, okay? So where the fuck am I going with this? So guys, when you realize you're actually attracted to chasing a pattern within someone and you're not actually in love with them, I'm not saying you've never loved them. I'm not saying you never felt real love, okay? I'm sure there's aspects that you really do love, or you felt aspects of true love, okay? But for the most part, guys, okay, you're trying to self-soothe. Your inner child, okay, your inner child and the ego inside of you, okay, is trying to self-soothe from this person. And it's like, if I can only prove to this person that I'm lovable and I'm worthy and they never leave me, they never abandon me, they never reject me, all that, then I'll be worthy, right? But what happens? This person abandons you, they reject you, they play out those childhood wounds, right? And then you start obsessing over them. Now, the obsession and the rumination, guys, it's coming from trying to self-soothe a childhood wound, okay? And fuck me. I've really got stuck in this one. So guys, someone abandons you, they neglect you, they gaslight you, they fuck you over, okay? And then, so this person who's done terrible things to you and really like played out those inner child wounds, they do all that. And then you're obsessing over them. They're the love of my life. When are they coming back? When are they gonna choose me? When are they gonna pick me? I miss them so much, okay? And you're like this for like 6 months to a year. And you're like, I can't let go of this person. I don't know what's wrong with me. They must be the love of my life. Guys, I promise you, you're attracted to a pattern within this person, okay? And that's why when you look back, you're like, I've been obsessed with like 6 exes. They must have all been the love of my life. Or, you know, maybe I'm just really anxious or something. Guys, you're attracted to a character that these people are playing, or an energy pattern that these people have with, not a character, I should say, but like an energy pattern with inside these people, okay? So when you really step back and you're like, okay, it's not about this person, right? I'm trying to self-soothe and validate myself through this person because I didn't get, like, I did get the love and the security and the validation and the attention I needed as a child. And if this person came back and gave me all that right now, then I'd be healed, right? So guys, what you need to do, and no, we're gonna get to tips and tricks of how to do this, how to heal all these wounds and everything at the end of the video. Mellow, I wouldn't abandon you. Oh, she wants to abandon me though, so I'm so sorry. Okay. So guys, the next reason is, okay, so we have those 2 reasons there. If you have an insecure attachment style, you're trying to self-soothe through that person, okay? The next one is you're not accepting reality for how it is. Okay, guys, when you've gone through a lot of fucking rejection and neglect and abandonment, and again, I've been here. Guys, I only learnt this year. It's like I always knew this deep down, but this year it kind of hit me in the face and I'm like, oh my God, this is what my problem is, right? So guys, everyone's always like, let go, let go, let go. What the fuck does that mean? And how do I let go, right? I've got so much rumination. I'm thinking about this person 24/7. How the fuck can I just let go? Right? Guys, you can't let go unless you've accepted reality for how it is, okay? So guys, the only way the reason why you're ruminating so much is you're not accepting reality for how it is. You're not accepting the breakup. You're not accepting that this person doesn't love you and this person isn't coming back and they actually have a terrible personality and character because they fucked you over so much, right? Because we normally obsess over people that are toxic, right? And we got no closure from them. We don't normally obsess over people that are very healthy and we actually get closure from them. Some people do, but majority of them, they're toxic and shit, right? So let's talk about it, guys. So guys, like I said, I've grieved exes for like 6 months to a year, right? And why it hurt so much at the 6 month or the year mark is because I finally admitted to myself, these people are never coming back. They don't love me. They don't want to be with me. They're just never coming back. There's too much time that's passed. I really need to give up, right? Now, guys, why that was so painful is because I never accepted my grief and my sadness and the loss of this person when it happened. I prolonged all that terrible pain and grief for 6 months to a year, and then, you know, I finally crumbled with despair and just this energy of like complete defeat, right? Because I was like, they're never coming back. And that's what you guys do, okay? It's like I did this, so no fucking judgment, right? So an ex and I would break up, whether I broke up with them, they broke up with me, okay, guys? I'd grieve this person for 6 months to a year until I met someone else and got into another relationship with them. And then the pattern would just repeat. So I'd never actually get over the loss. I would just meet someone else, fall in love with them, and then the same pattern would repeat. Or I'd be single and then I would just completely, you know, I'd be single for like a year or something and I'm like, okay, this person's never fucking coming back. And I would just admit defeat and feel so fucking depressed and everything. Why this happens, guys? You're not accepting reality for how it is. You're not accepting that this person doesn't love you, they're toxic, they're not coming back, all that shit when it happens, okay? And the reason why you're not is because it's too painful. And I get it. It's like, it is, guys, it's so painful. But I will tell you, I'll tell you something. I've been on both ends of this, right? Feel it now. Feel it now, guys, because yes, it's going to hurt here, I'll tell you what, it's gonna hurt a lot more over here, all right? This is very confronting to face straight up, okay? It is, right, guys? But holding on to this grief day in, day out, pulling tarot cards, is he coming back? Does she still love me? Like, am I the one? Bitching to your friends, getting drunk, crying over them, talking to everyone about them forever. Guys, you're living in delusion, and you're like, you're really pushing out your pain and suffering for such a long time by accepting, not accepting reality. So when people say let go, the only way you can let go is by accepting reality for how it is. Okay, we've broken up. That's it. They're done, right? Now, guys, I know in the spiritual community and, you know, in movies, TV shows, it always says this, my ex is coming back, right? It's okay if your ex comes back, but you have to really be in a state when they break up with you or you break up with them that it is over for good. There can't be any lingering feelings of hope, okay? Because it's very hard to heal when you are still holding on to niggles of hope and like what ifs, okay? So if they come back and you guys rekindle things, beautiful, awesome, okay, guys? But from the very start, the very day they break up with you or you break up with them, you have to accept reality for how it is. Okay, this person's not coming back, okay? Now, guys, you have to understand how fucking hard this has been for me, being a psychic tarot reader. Going through breakups over the last 5 years, because I've been on TikTok for 5 years now, running my business. And, you know, I've just gone through a traumatizing breakup. And I'm like, okay, your ex is coming back, you know, shuffling the tarot cards. They're still in love with you. Of course I can't heal with that, okay? It's extremely hard, all right, to heal when I'm hearing that day in, day out, when I'm giving everyone those messages and then I'm internalizing that as my own messages, okay? What I do now when I'm reading my own tarot, well, I don't read my own tarot cards, but when I post, because I already know what's gonna happen, but when I post videos on TikTok or something, I'm like, cool, that's not my reading. Oh, your ex is coming back, great, that's not for me. Like, I totally deny it. I'm like, cool, all my readings come true for other people when it comes to love. When it comes to me, this is not relevant, right? I've made that law with myself, you know, that assumption with myself so I don't get a heartache. And that's what you guys need to do too. If you see something, like, guys, I'm talking if you are obsessed and like addicted and you want to get over this person, you've got to stop reading love tarot readings, even mine, okay? I mean, you know me, I'm very fucking brutal. I'm like, this person's an asshole, don't take them back, right? But you gotta stop like feeding that what if, okay? Because tarot readings are gonna keep you stuck. Guys, tarot readings are not healing. I don't, like, they keep you in a cycle of chasing and everything like that. You know, it could be maybe minor healing, but let's go into the next one, all right? Okay, guys, so the last final tip I have for you before we get into how to heal all this and everything is you are probably attracted to qualities this person has and that you want to embody, okay? So guys, another reason I haven't been able to get over exes for such a long time is because honestly, I felt like they were out of my league. Like, they were more attractive than me, or they were more fit than me, or they earned more money than me, or they had more money in their bank account, or they went traveling all the time, or they owned their house, or they had a lot of friends, right? There was certain qualities within them that I really wanted to be like and embody, right? So dating this person made me feel more special. It made me feel more wanted, sexy, important, okay? This dating certain people, they also brought out certain characteristics within me. Maybe like I became more adventurous around them, or I became more playful, or I, you know, went outside more and, you know, was more connected to nature. Maybe I was going to the beach more, or I don't fucking know, doing more board games or something, okay? Guys, so this can be a tricky one. You know, when you look at this person, you're like, they're so out of my league, right? So this is a tip. This is a tip. I want you to start embodying everything that this person is. So I want you to write down a list of all the characteristics this person is, okay? Hot, fit, you know, great with money, really adventurous, fun, spontaneous, travels a lot. And I want you to embody all those characteristics, right? Charming, a great writer, a great business owner, whatever. And I want you to start embodying that, okay? Because when you start embodying all those things, you'll realize, oh fuck, this, like, I don't really love this person. I'm not really obsessed with this person. I'm obsessed with the traits that they embodied. And now that I embody these traits, well, fuck this person. I feel great, right? And guys, also, you have to realize that people don't bring out parts of your personality, okay? So let's talk about it. Yes, in a way they do, but for the most part, guys, it's not like this person comes and gives you spontaneity. It's not like this person comes and gives you like creativity or, you know, fitness or something. They're getting a flashlight and they're just pointing that on your personality and saying, you already have that inside of you, okay? So their mere presence is bringing that out of you, okay? But guys, that's already within inside of you, okay? That's already within inside of you. Don't think they gave you anything. They just put a spotlight on what was already within inside of you. So guys, if you can access that with them standing right here, you can access that when they dump you, okay? And it's like, no, Andy, you don't understand. No, I do understand. You fucking definitely can, okay, guys? So if this person brought creativity out of you or brought this childlike energy, for me, guys, like, my inner child really comes out when I date, okay? And I've thought about this so many times. I'm like, I think I'm falling in love with my fucking inner child, and I'm falling in love with how playful and funny and cute I am. I don't think I'm falling in love with any of these bitches. I'm kidding. I should have called them bitches. They're really lovely, some of them. But yeah, guys, I get very playful and fun and goofy, and naturally I'm like that. You see that I'm like that on camera and everything, but I'm just a lot more like flirty and funny and cheeky and everything like that. So when I have a breakup with my partners, I kind of lose that playfulness and that cheekiness and everything like that. You know, I have a best friend and I can be my 110% self around her, but I guess I'm not as goofy as I am around my partners and everything. So like, I miss that. So then I just have to say to myself, Andy, how do I, like, they didn't bring anything out of you. They just put a spotlight on that. Like, how do I bring out a goofy, fun, you know, cheeky nature around my friends and like in my business and things like that? And, you know, being more playful with my cat and everything. Like, how do I bring that out of me? And when I started naturally bringing that out of me without my partners, I was like, wow, I really am falling in love with myself. I'm very cute. All right. So guys, that's all the reasons why you're attached and obsessed with someone, okay? We're gonna get to how to heal this. I just really wanna say, I know I'm like, you're psychotic. I was joking. Guys, this is actually really fucking normal, okay? When you've been, and I know you may feel psychotic and you may feel like, oh my God, like I'm a crazy bitch, whatever, right? I've definitely been there. Guys, this is your inner child just wanting to be loved, okay? This is you just wanting to be like seen and heard and wanted and chosen. And this is very normal when we've come from very chaotic childhoods and had very messy adult breakups as well, okay, guys? So give yourself some love and grace and compassion. I want you to know you can heal this. Guys, oh my God. If I put like a camera in my house and showed you how I used to react and like how I used to obsess, like you, night and day, guys, night and day to the person I am now, okay? But when you follow these tips, you really can heal and you can really detach and get over partners really easily, okay? Guys, this year I've been through 2 traumatizing breakups. And even though they were like very traumatizing, like the way I got over these people so quickly was amazing. So obviously I still need help in like having stronger boundaries in the relationship part. But you know, the way I get over partners now, even after so much trauma, so much abuse, so much neglect, whatever, is crazy, okay? It's very healthy. It's very healthy how I detach, and there's no emotional suppression. There's no like, there's nothing. So let's get to the tips, okay? So guys, let's start off with the first one. If you have an insecure attachment style, definitely go to therapy, okay? I used to be a therapy hater for such a long time because I was like, I'm a mindset coach, right? I don't need to do that shit, right? But guys, it really is important to go to therapy and really heal your childhood wounds, okay? So what my therapist taught me, which I'm going to teach you guys now, whether you have an insecure attachment style or whatever, is how to heal your inner child, okay? So guys, like when we're obsessing over someone, it's actually our inner child screaming to be nurtured, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to like sit down in a quiet room and everything. And if you're like obsessing over this person and being like, oh, I want them to choose me, or I want them to come back, or whatever, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you just like put your hand over your tummy and your heart, and I want you just say to yourself like and talk to your inner child. I want you to think of yourself at a certain age, okay? So I want you to close your eyes and just talk to your inner child, and I want you to like connect with her or him and be like, what do you need from me, right? And a few things will come up here. So the age might pop in your head, like 11, 9, 7, right? Yeah, and or like, you know, you may see a scene of your inner child in your head screaming or crying or feeling lonely and everything, and I just want you to sit with your inner child, and I just want you to say out loud or in your head, like, I love you, I'm here for you, like, I'm not going anywhere, right? You're worthy. You don't need this person's validation to be worthy. Like, I love you. This is the good one, I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to abandon you. I am here for you, right? Now, guys, this may sound a bit fucking woo-woo, okay? But this is really important, okay, guys? Because really, guys, I'm gonna be so real with you. Let me have some coffee. Guys, I never used to believe in the inner child. I was like, I'm an adult. Like, I don't have an inner child. Like, what the fuck, all right? And then I went to therapy and I realized I have a whole school inside of me, okay? So many wounded, like, little girls inside of me, okay? No, but guys, all this wounding and everything, and I really want to explain this to you because I feel like this will give you a big epiphany, okay? I'm gonna be so fucking honest, all right? When someone, it takes, okay, this is very vulnerable, but I'm doing this for you guys because I feel like you need to hear it. When I get very triggered, guys, I'm a very patient person, okay? Like, and in the line of work I'm in, you have to be very patient and loving and empathetic and compassionate. And I am like that with my partners. I'm very soft-spoken, I'm very loving, I'm very compassionate, I'm very understanding, right? But when I've been pushed too much to the edge, like really, really like severe neglect and like ignoring me or breaking up with me on my birthday or, you know, really fucked up things, okay? I do lash out. Like, I do lash out with very, like, you know, I've never put my hands on anyone. I'm not like that at all. But with my words, I can be very mean. Like, I can be very fucking mean. Now, guys, that is not in my personality. Like, I'm not actually a mean person, but when my boundaries and when I've been tested too much, I can really lash out and say really hurtful things and everything like that. Why this is, guys, I want you to think of this, right? Why is this happening? Or like, you know, why is this happening, okay? Well, probably there is like a 9-year-old inner child within Andy, within me, that, you know, is screaming for love, is screaming for attention, okay? And when someone's like pulling back and neglecting me and everything, I lash out, okay? Because it's my little inner wounded child being like, see me, love me, you know, be here for me, right? So, and I know you know this, right? I want you to start listening to like, you don't need to, but I'll just give you context. Eckhart Tolle, the pain body, right? We're not actually interacting with our partners when they're being fucking crazy. We're interacting with their pain bodies and their inner child, right? What is the pain body? All the wounding we have had since we were like a little child all the way up to our adulthood. So guys, you know how, and I'm gonna use avoidant attachment styles here because that's the most experience I've had with them, okay? Avoidant attachment styles, I still love you, but just hear me out. With my partners, they've been very loving, educated, spiritual, kind, sweet, attentive, amazing, amazing women, right? For a certain period of time, okay? Because they have an avoidant attachment style. And then they switch, okay, into this cold, malicious, I don't give a fuck about you, thanks for the time we've had together, peace out, mate, okay? And it's like night and day. It's like they've just taken off a mask and they're this completely like separate person. Guys, this is not who they are, right? That switch is their pain body, okay? So they have been triggered, whether it be overtly or inadvertently, is that the word? Overtly? You go, I mean, whether it's obvious or not obvious, they've been triggered in some way, boom, their pain bodies come out, okay? That's like me with lashing out. I've been triggered and I fucking lash out. Once your partner is, where am I going with this? Once your partner's pain body has come out, guys, you guys are just talking to each other's pain bodies, and that's why it gets so fucking toxic, because little Andy is inside of me being like, just see me, hear me, I'm lashing out, okay? And then my partner and everything, that because I'm lashing out, they're pulling back more, which triggers me more to lean in and lash out more, okay? And they're running away, being very cold, dismissive, toxic, okay? But take away the pain bodies, all right? We're just two good people that just want to be loved, seen, and heard, okay? Even my partner, like, even though they've hurt me a lot, I know they're good people, okay? I was just interacting with their pain body. They were interacting with me. And that's what I mean, guys, falling in love with each other's patterns. That's why it's so fucking important to heal your attachment style, guys, because, guys, nearly every single, this is my opinion, okay? But nearly every single relationship you get in, if your partner has an insecure attachment style, it's going to not be healthy, okay? Unless there's two secures dating, or someone that's really fucking secure and someone that has an insecure attachment style but is actively aware of it and working on it and healing it. That's the only way it's going to be healthy, okay, guys? Or maybe two insecure attachment styles that are really, really committed to healing and everything. It's not always the case, right? So, guys, how you heal your insecure attachment style, go to therapy, okay? Like, really meditate with your like inner child whenever you feel triggered and whenever you have that rumination. I want you to stop it in your tracks and be like, I'm ruminating again. I want you to go sit down and be like, what do you need from me? You may cry, you may be angry, okay, whatever. Guys, I want to mention too, when we're going through toxic abusive relationships or rumination, why we ruminate as well is we could have a lot of anger in our body, okay? And my therapist also taught me this, okay? I love her. She's so cool. She's like a spiritual therapist too, so she really gets my shit. She told me to scream into a pillow, okay? So again, this may seem a bit corny or whatever, but I had a lot of anger in my body from my breakup this year, both of them. And I went and I screamed into a pillow like heaps, like maybe like 3 times a day until all the anger came out of my body. And I felt so good, guys. I was able to like move through that breakup so fucking fast. Because guys, what's happening when you're ruminating and everything? We have a lot of trapped emotion in our body, okay? So we need to get that out by listening to our inner child and really talking to our inner child and being there and being like, you don't need to chase, you're worthy. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to abandon you. You don't need to prove yourself. You're worthy, right? So talking to our inner child, screaming our anger into a pillow. But guys, what has saved my life, okay? Nervous system regulation, 10 to 30 minutes every single day, all right? No matter what, okay? Guys, I understand not doing 30 minutes. I don't want to fucking sit down and do that either, okay? But at least do 10 minutes a day, all right? If you can't do 30 minutes, try and do 30 minutes, but if you can't, everyone has 10 minutes a day, okay? Wim Hof breathwork on YouTube. EFT tapping with Brad Yates on YouTube, okay? They do 10-minute videos, very powerful, right? What else nervous system regulation I do? They're the main two. But guys, I also sit there and I just like, I just sit, I do like a little meditation where I just sit on the couch and I just say to myself, it's not really closing my eyes. I just kind of sit in silence, in my lounge room, and I just speak to myself out loud. I'm like, this person doesn't love me anymore. They're not coming back. They don't want to be with me, and that's okay. All right. So that's the kind of accepting reality for how it is. So what did we talk about? We had secure attachment styles. We had, being attracted to someone's pain body, and the patterns they have. It's not love. You're like attracted to their pain body. So yeah, guys, that's all the tips for those two things. What was the next one? Accepting reality for how it is. So yeah, that's how you sit in meditation and you're just kind of like, yeah, they're not coming back. They don't love me. That's accepting reality for how it is. And the last one, guys, embodying those traits, okay? So writing all the amazing things down on a piece of paper that they had and starting embodying them, all right? Working out more, you know, saving money more, traveling more, being more spontaneous, being more funny, being more goofy, being more charismatic, having more confidence when you walk into a room. Guys, the last tip I'll leave you with here is you romanticize these relationships a lot. That's why the rumination is there as well. So I want you to really write down on a piece of paper your ideal wife or husband, okay? All their traits, you know, what they do for a living, what they look like, how they treat you, how the relationship is, everything like that. And then I want you to get another piece of paper and I want you to write down all this person's traits and all the shit they did to you too. So all their good traits, but also all the bad traits. And I want you to compare both things, okay? Both pieces of paper. If your wife and husband would never do any of that shit that they did to you, then bam. Okay, it was a shit toxic relationship and you're romanticizing it. Guys, another thing that really helped me, I did this years ago and this was really good for me, okay? You're already aware of all their good traits in your head. That's why you ruminate and romanticize them so much. But I want you to get a piece of paper and write down all the fucking terrible shit they did to you, okay? Like, you know, broke up with you like out of nowhere on a Thursday and fucking discarded you. Never introduced you to their friends and family. Never posted you on social media. Always made rude remarks and put you down. Hated your friends. You know, always criticized you, were in competition with you. I don't fucking know. I'm just making shit up, right? Yeah, making shit up. Not from lived experience. Anyway, so guys, I want you to write that all down and then I want you to, on a piece of paper, and then I want you to stick it on your wall and I want you to read it every single morning, okay? It could even be like things they did in the relationship. Like maybe they, I don't know, they made a scene in public and it gave you the massive ick, or like they said something to your friend that was fucking bullshit. And so anything they did that was toxic or a red flag or you didn't like, write it down, put on your wall and read it every morning. You're gonna get the ick, okay? Those fucking rose-colored glasses are gonna come off real quick. All right, so guys, I'm sorry if this reading or this video, not a reading, this video was all over the place, okay? I was just trying to speak from my heart. You know, I'm a bit scattered, especially when I get caffeine in me, but I hope this made sense. I hope this helped you guys, okay? I really want to drill into you guys that, like, you can heal this, all right? If I can heal this, anyone can heal this, okay, guys? I used to manifest exes back. I used to read tarot readings on them. I used to ruminate, guys. I used to open my eyes. The first thing I thought about was them. The last thing I did when I went to sleep was thinking about them. I used to constantly, it would ruin my life. Like, and guys, every day I feel so light and I feel so free now because there's no rumination, okay? There's no longing for them to come back. You know, my body feels light. I'm happy. Guys, I was telling my therapist this, and maybe this is a bit cheesy for you guys, but like this is really big for me. This is the first time in my 30 years of life, okay, where I have been dead single. Okay, let's talk about it. Where I've been dead single, so celibate, not going on dates, not talking to anyone on dating apps or anything like that, and not ruminating over anyone, okay? So guys, I've spent a lot of time being celibate and single, but I've always had a rumination about my ex. Like my whole entire 30 years of living, right? This is the first time in my life I've never, I'm single, I'm not sleeping with anyone, not dating anyone, and, excuse me, and I have no rumination, and I feel so free. I'm like, oh, this is what being single is actually meant to feel like. Like my mind is so free, my body is so free, and I'm like, I get why people like being single now. This is so good. Like I'm actually happy with my life. I'm actually free, and it's because of all these tips and tricks I shown you and that I learned for myself and through therapy. So guys, I hope this helped. I love you so much. Yeah.